Well, hello, my dear friends. And, Observer Monk must maintain honesty with you folks. I'm a fucking idiot. The cassette clearly says that there is licensed music in here, which sometimes, especially when games are, oh my god, when they use music, sometimes they'll say that, hey, this is okay for YouTube or whatever. It doesn't mean it's not licensed though, so we have to be really mindful of that. I swear to God, if I get a fucking copyright strike because of my electro folk dance party, I'm gonna freak. I'm gonna freak. With that out of the way, hello, welcome back. Look at us, we're in the shelter. We're in the shelter, and we've got some things to do today. So first and foremost, we have to go over to. In a week, Outpost gets compromised, which is going to be interesting. We need to go on down to the school because we need a bed. We can go look around. I think we'll try to hit Vostok at a later time. We don't really need anything from Vostok at present except for the Skrama and whatnot. I'd really like to finish setting this place up. So let's go do that while I've got the brain cap for it. Let's double check all of our shit, make sure we're okay. All right, let's move. Oh man, what episode is this? This is episode 6 of John Vostok. We gotta move at night because we don't have. We could take some melatonin. I think we may have some melatonin in here. I'm not 100% sure, but if so, we'll take some and rack out. We'll just fall asleep on this rug here. Ah, yes. Not good. Not looking good for us, gang. I may have put it with food. There's always the chance. So I really don't want to use the sleeping bag. I think we're just gonna have to move at night. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's what time is it? It's 23. Well, fuck, it's early. That's okay. No melatonin. All right. Well, we're just gonna have to thug it out. We were made to move at night. We were made indeed to move at night. The Night Stalker. Not to be confused with Richard Ramirez. Think more like Conrad Kurz. A beautiful night in Vostok here. We're gonna check all of our regular digs. There's always something good here, or not. Sometimes there's not. We did encounter in the finale of the last part. We encountered our first helicopter crash, and that was pretty damn cool. I cannot wait to find more of those. So you can find them on any map apparently. That's fucking awesome. And we're gonna be hunting for those because I want the loot. I want the good gear. We're always on the prowl for new and improved gear items. What do we have out here tonight? Ooh, shooter. I did kill him. That second round did impact the cranium. I'm in high spirits today. In particular, I had just received the mail. The mail has just run in my location, and I got a host of packages in. I briefly mentioned that my wife and I are doing Medieval Times coming up. What is this over here? It's an M62 cap. Oh, I got my hopes up there. That's all right. It was an M62 cap. Unfortunate. We got our Medieval Times outfits in. How fun is that? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Life's too short not to dress up proper for medieval times. I'm gonna unload this here while we have a moment of reprieve. Yeah, that's very good. And he had some tomatoes on him. Very good. Looking for IFAKs. And unfortunately, I see none. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cross the zone here. I'll double check and make sure there's nothing here. Nothing at first glance. Let's get on the road. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing well. It is a beautiful life. It truly is. I hope you've been enjoying the adventures of John Vostok thus far. I kind of waited on whether I was kind of going back and forth, like, am I going to use that as the title for season 2? And then it just stuck. So I'm going to keep the John Vostok theme alive. I'm recording these episodes in such quick succession. I'm recording 2 at a time for the most part. This one's going to be a little different because I have a busy day. I've got a little bit of time right now to record, but what you're going to see is a whole hell of a lot of Vostok content back to back to back, which we've been talking about. That's not new, but yeah, this time around, I didn't know if I wanted to do Iron Man like I did last time, or if I wanted to play around with it. So I took a different approach. I hope the naming drew your attention, got you interested. Well, if you're here, obviously you're interested. Yes? All right. I'm going to throw our weapon system here into full. Carefully move up the stairwell. Right. I'm gonna do some basic looting just to see if we can't get that. Okay, their footsteps are outside. I just wanted to see if we couldn't get that saline, that last saline we need. It wouldn't do any good to have it here, unfortunately, but all right. Back home, let's go ahead and rack out for some time, and we'll see where we're at. Yes, very good. I forgot I had left us with nothing here, entirely nothing. It is 11 a.m. We overslept a little bit, but we really don't have a, much like in real life, you really don't have a choice as to when you wake up. Even with an alarm, sometimes it's entirely random. Now, your body will tell you when you need to get up. Jesus. Holy fuck, okay. That guy is beneath us, but it sounded like he was standing on top of us. Jesus fucking Christ, that was genuinely horrific. Okay. Off to a great start here. I have just rolled out of bed and killed a man. Shot him right in his fucking eyeball, like Daruma-san. Alright. I am entirely too caffeinated. And I know many of you might say there's no such thing, but I am buzzing right now. I'm zipping around in my head. I was so energized last night when I decided to go to bed. I tried to go to bed early, which was, by all accounts, a mistake on my part. I sat in bed and all I could do was brainstorm. My brain just goes 1,000 miles per hour, and it's miserable. Absolute misery. Especially when all you want is to sleep. I had tossed and turned so much that eventually the sun started coming up, and that's when I know it's that's the worst sleep possible, in my opinion, is when you you go to bed knowing that the sun is inching its way up in the sky, right? And you know that if you don't fall asleep, then you're going to fall asleep in the daylight. If you don't fall asleep, like, immediately, you know? And sure enough, sure as shit, here comes the sun encroaching through your curtains. Still waiting on that fucking harmonica. Let's see if we can't trade for some stuff that we don't really need. Some stuff that we just want. Some peas? Some pea soup for you? Yes. Alright. Let me eat these goodies. Get our energy and hydration looking proper. Alrighty, let's step off and continue on. We actually need to go. I say step off and continue on, like we don't need to take this mattress. Again, I have forgotten the entire reason we have come here. Just gonna put this pillow in the corner for the time being. We have to remember on our way through, if we are lucky and encounter the mattress we need that we have to carry back home, we'll stop by and put that bed back down and just build our mattress. I do want to do the loot run here once more because we've got a decent chance of finding some saline. Honestly, the village is not a bad option either. Perhaps we'll spend a little bit of time in the village looking around. That's a good place to find the mattress. Clearly Vostok's a good place too. We learned that accidentally in the last part. I hear the pitter-patter of footsteps. Sometimes Generalist has one for sale. And now that we've got this really good AK in stock, we could possibly trade with him. Fingers crossed. I don't know why I compulsively collect the matches like I ever use them. I've never really intentionally used them. But I have 158 of them, and it's an extension of that weird gear fear that I have. I don't have it for certain items, and I sure as hell have it for bizarre ones. No luck with finding the gymnasium key. Still, all this time later. I'm going to check this corpse. I'm actually going to check this door too. Okay. Nothing good. Some pineapple on the ground though. Oh, and another one. Pear. Arguably better in the can. 762. Take all this. Alright. Well, let's step off and get our day started the right way. Running around in the rain at noon. Our stomach is full of cold canned food, eaten straight out of the can with our hands. Haven't had a warm meal since we arrived in Vostok. Have we? The only we cooked for a stranger, and we have not had a warm meal. You know, something I'd like to see that I don't think will fit in with the lore now that I'm saying it out loud. I was gonna say I'd love some shashlik, you know, some pig bits on a stick, open campfire. But now that I'm thinking of it, we're in the midst of an ecological crisis. The only animals around, I mean, I guess we could roast a bird if we could catch one. Perhaps a snipe. Oh yes, the elusive snipe. I'm gonna stop here and have a bite to eat. We're going to move straight away. We're gonna move from this shelter down and see what we can get into. See what type of nonsense and tomfoolery awaits us. Ah, shit! Shit! Fucking running after me is insane. Oh my god. Yep, okay. Good morning, Vostok. Now, I'm realizing now that if we do decide to do a winter run, I'm going to have to mentally map out where all of these fire barrels are. And I think that's no small task. We know that there's one here. We know that there's one over there by the generalist. Jesus Christ, I can't imagine having to micromanage all my matches. It definitely gives them newfound purpose, doesn't it? For sustainment, keeping yourself alive. Not sustenance, sorry. Sustainment. Sustainment of your biological systems. Okie dokie. I'm not seeing anybody in the windows. Gonna go ahead and move interior. Okie dokie. See a magazine on the ground. Quite interesting. Some leather gloves. Other things. Alright. That is one clear house. One clear house indeed. Go through and see what we can find. Hopefully the Vostok gods have blessed us this morning. Ah, yes, and they have, as you see here. Very good. Very good indeed. I'm going to unload this. I'm taking this happy stove with us for immersion's sake, because that's going also affectionately referred to in the Finnish community as the hobo stove. Varstreleka, I had previously not known whether or not they were a manufacturer or like a surplus supplier. They are very much so the top manufacturer for military surplus and outdoor gear in the EU. One of the top for sure. So no further confusion there on whether or not they are just a supplier or an actual company, like a manufacturer. which I guess makes no difference. Anyways, it matters not. It matters not. What does matter, on the other hand, is they make the hobo stove, which is the unhappy stove. I think I'm fairly certain it's the same exact design as the happy stove, except the I'll show you real quick. Instead of the opening having the two eye holes and then this half moon shape facing upwards, it's facing down to make it look like it's sad. They also sell morale patches that mimic the Savoda Happy Patch, which is one of their most favorable items. Everyone loves a smiley face. You can't beat it. It's one of the by far one of the greatest icons. And do you see what I see? Oh yes, very good. How awesome is that? All right, our quest that we have made for ourselves is complete. Very good, very good. There's a shooter outside, it seems. Sounds like he's coming from white structure, but my ears are often wrong. I'd wager he's up here somewhere. Maybe yellow structure? Let's be cautious though. They've been on one in recent times. PM5. How much for the MP5? Ah, it's actually in good shape. We'll take it. Windbreaker. All sorts of goodies on the ground this time around. Ah, fuck me. Yep. Hello. I am awake now. I am wide awake. Show yourself. All right. I refuse to wait for their permission to fucking leave. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push. Check interior from here. Check the other side very carefully. Open the door. All right. We got to get our Fallujah monk on. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Another empty house, which concerns me. It means that all the enemy concentration is packed like fucking sardines up in that region, and that's not good, because that is where we are heading. Gotta be on the lookout for these sons of bitches. Not getting a ton of goodies. We're gonna stop at the generalist first and trade, see what we can squeeze from his hands. Perhaps some goodies. Meds, ammunition. He doesn't have the ammo we really seek though. We have more 7.62 than we know what to do with. If he had 5.45, that might be a different story. I might purchase that from him, or 5.56. We really don't need either of those. It would just be something to justify us stopping to trade, wouldn't it? We need saline, bigger than shit. More than anything, we need saline, and the odds of us finding it they feel so slim. I don't understand. I don't understand this loot distribution. They've taken all the medical supplies. Meds, as well as ammunition and weapons, are definitely the first things to go. right next to food and clean water, bottled water, you know, filtered water, shit like that. Ah, fuck. Okay, I saw the muzzle flash. I can't tell if I killed him or not, but I'm fairly certain I heard the drop sound, but I have been wrong about that before. I don't want to get my hopes up. Okie dokie. Nothing here. Nothing here. We're actually kind of having a shitty loot day.
No, katsotaan mitä tuolta oikein löytyy.
He's got all sorts of stuff. We want all of this. He even has the mattress we need. We could just buy the bed as is and not have to worry about it. Okie dokie. Forgive me. I had a phone call I had to take. I'm going to try to... oh, shit. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So we went ahead and got the bed. Just got the bed and traded for everything else. I'm going to run... You're, again, not going to notice any difference here. But for me, I've got some things to take care of. So I'm going to take us over to the cabin and rack us out for a little bit. We can stop at the tents first and do some looting, and then I'll again, for you folks, you won't notice any change. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you when I'm doing transitions like this, but I don't know. It just feels dishonest not to. So we're going to. Yeah, I thought I saw something there. We're gonna run over here and rack out. Today we fish. My God, I really want to take us fishing. I haven't not yet to do that. I've yet to do that. Now, I am curious if the pike is still available. Our dear friend Patience, the pike. I'm unsure. That's absolutely absurd. I swear to God, if there's damage to my body... No, there's not. Okay. I was going to say, ooh, that would piss me off. Alright, gang. I'm going to sit here for about 30 seconds and... Or what the fuck am I talking about? God damn. It's... Okay, I shouldn't have started recording. That's what happened. I will see you in literally no time for you. But I gotta go do some stuff. So... Well, hello. And welcome back. As promised, we are right back, and you have seen no time difference. For me, on the other hand, it's been almost 12 hours. My wife and I are members of a garden, and a community garden, and we must tend to our crop. Today was actually just getting fence put up, but that takes quite a lot of time. And man, I am sun chafed. I have been kissed by the sun. That is for sure. And I feel nice and cozy. And what better way to celebrate than to play some Road to Vostok? Episode 6, right? Episode 6. We're still on episode 6. That's incredible. John Vostok braves the rain and takes the fight to the bandits. I do want to be exceptionally mindful here in the village. The village gets a reputation from myself, particularly as a bit of a chill experience, but it is just as dangerous as the border zone or the, well, nothing's as dangerous as the fucking border zone, but it is just as dangerous as apartments, you know? And that is what I am talking about. You have to excuse the full auto. I am just not comfortable right now risking these engagements, and I think life is more important than ammo costs. And we are pretty stocked up on ammo. We could just, abuse our eye relief and just wander around like this if we wished. We could. We could do that. That is the thing we could do if we wished. I do not wish to do that, though. I guess having the optic all the way back does provide positive eye relief, and we do have a lot of control over it, but I don't like this central... this like 4-power magnification. We're not going to worry about that at present. All right. Let us check. I'm looking for saline. I need saline, and then the bandits can go back to doing whatever it is the bandits do when I'm not around. I assume that they light fires. Engage in violence. They probably drink a lot of beer. Leave piles of cigarette butts everywhere, just absolutely everywhere. I can't imagine what else they do on a regular day. Curse in their native tongue idly. I'd say they probably have banger guitar players, but, you know, that's, I suppose that's subjective. Hey, so check it out, gang. In the cassette player, on this electro folk album, that lady you see and the man on the horse, that's an actual album, and it's available on Apple Music. So if you enjoyed that, well, if you heard any of it, considering it is licensed music, it may be copywritten. I'm unsure right now as to whether or not it is, if it's allowed on YouTube. YouTube will let me know. Fingers crossed. But yeah. Jenna, or Juna. Jenna? How do you say? I'm gonna say Jenna for now. Oh, we shot and killed a bandit over here, did we not? Ah, I see him. He blends in surprisingly well. He also had an RK95 on him. We're just getting free 7.62, excuse me. That's not what we're here for, though. I came for the loot, gang. I came for the loot, and we're being let down. I'm going to unload these and throw them out. Oh, shit. What the hell, man? Okay. That was a long bomb. That was quite the impressive shot there. Lord have mercy. These AI have some of the most incredible vision. You just would not believe how good their vision is. I had previously mentioned that the helicopter crash event. I didn't know whether or not it was a 10% or a 25% chance. It is most definitely a 10% chance, but attack helicopters on the maps is a 25% chance, believe it or not. And it still doesn't necessarily classify them as like the BTR. It says that they are doing frequent patrols and they are, equipped with heavy machine guns. It says we can infer all we want that the attack helicopters are here to do us harm, but it's not explicitly stated. So I think I'm still gonna run and hide from them. I remember in the demo we had a viewer mention that forgive me, that they mentioned that the attack choppers acted in more of a reconnaissance capacity for the border guards, and they would alert them to our position. Perhaps that is still the case. I do not know, though. Not at present. Close the door behind us. We already cleared this from the exterior. 45s. Staying alive. We are staying alive. That is for damn sure. Alright. Well, I'm gonna finish our looting run and then take us back to the school, and we'll set up our bed, or reset up our bed that we had so rudely torn down, and then we'll move on, skedaddle on down to the shelter, to the bunker. Alright. Nothing thus far. This is actually kind of a bust, isn't it? I wonder if we're going to have to go to Vostok for the saline. It seems to be the only place we found any of it. We just need one more to finish off that quest. Someone has lit a candle. How nice. They knew we were coming. They're just trying to be hospitable. Alright. Clean sweep. My wife just let me know that our big cat has taught our little cat how to trill. And that is the most wonderful thing I have ever heard in my entire life. He makes this really cute trill when he's excited. It could be like he's hunting a fly, for example, or he sees a neighborhood cat or something like that. He always gets really excited, and he makes this distinct vocalization. It is just the sweetest thing. Ah! Yes, 2 antiseptics, but alas, no fucking saline. I'm beginning to think that it is a Vostok exclusive. They want to keep us. They want to keep us away from the first aid kits. They want to keep us down. They want to keep us oppressed. I see crackers on the floor, though. And shotguns in the cabinets, but no saline in the medical cabinet. No saline for us. Ah, and a KP-31 drum. This is absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, KP-31 drum, wipes, juice. Anybody? Got plenty of juice. No saline. Fishing rod is coming with me. You can never just have one fishing rod, can you? Like, even if, say, it's just you and your partner, your wife, your husband, whatever it happens to be. And you're, going fishing, and even if your spouse, your friend doesn't want to fish, they have to have a fishing rod with them. You have to have two. You have to have two, because odds are, maybe the person you're taking fishing doesn't have a fishing rod. Can't just, it's just weird to have one fishing rod. You have to have multiple. You don't have just one ugly stick. You have to have two ugly sticks. Always two. At least minimum of two. 3 is arguably a preferred number. Now, I'm not saying, I know a lot of people fish with multiple rods. I've never done that. But, you know, I guess, you know, do what thou will should be the whole of the law. I see him. Got the jump on him. Shot him in the back of the head. He doubled over into the drink, into the fjord. Now, I think I just misused the word fjord. I think a fjord denotes a, and I could be very wrong, but I think a fjord denotes a river. Someone let me know down below so I don't continue to misuse. I'm not going to say it again. I don't think a fjord can be used to describe any body of water, though. I think it's a very specific body of water. Is that a... No, it's a really bad MP5. I called it by its copyright-friendly name. Okay. Nothing on the ground. There is another ne'er-do-well out back here, it seems. Killed him too. They're coming out of the water like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Still don't know what Minosa means. Still working that out in my language studies. I assure you, you'll be the first to know once I know what that means. Okie dokie. Let's clear the bathroom. It is clear. Are these... Oh, nope. I was gonna say, I thought I saw a light switch, but alas, I did not. We could light a candle if we wished. For some reason, the light, when we're clearing the rooms with the white light, it almost makes the corners less menacing. Not from like a spooky perspective, but if I lay eyes on the enemy under white light versus just seeing them in the corner, it's a much better feeling. Like I feel like I have some type of control over them. You know, some type of I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There's some type of I guess control would be like I feel like I'm in control of the situation versus not. All right, last house. This place has been a bust for the most part. We haven't found Dick Diddley, have we? Got to remember, we can just scroll. We don't have to use Alt in order to change our magnification. Okie dokie. Check this back room. See if there's anything inside. Sometimes that wooden crate, and it's only happened once, but that's enough to say sometimes. Every once in a while, it'll have like 4 AKs in it. Four pretty decent AKs. Okay, it's a bad guy behind us, it seems. I see him. Dropped him. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna go out and risk my hide checking these dead guys. I think I may have just heard pitter patter of footsteps. I may be wrong. I'm half tempted to kind of hold position and see. Can we hold on? Let's. Okay, I cannot. You can officially not crouch jump in Road to Vostok. If you were interested or curious and you haven't tried it for yourself, you cannot crouch jump. It's just not a feature available for us. It is dusk now in the zone. It is not a good time to be out and about. Visibility is shit, and it's just as dangerous as ever. All right. 3 buckets is incredible. I wonder what's antiseptic sell for. And a rag sells for 20. Hold on. Let's see if I can't. If I do one of these, I wonder if it'll be a, if it'll sell for more. Ah. Not really. The antiseptic is worth more by itself, but we can make bandages if we ever need to, for one reason or another. If we don't, if we run out of prepackaged bandages, we can do that for sure. I'm gonna pick up this junk to sell, just in case we see something cool and we need something to get us over the hump, the tax hump. Let us see what the generalist has for us.
Tervetuloa.
Bandages, beds.
Oikein paljon kiitoksia.
All right. I am going to go ahead and just turn this into another bandage. The antiseptic's essentially worthless at 250 points. You're not going to see me trading with the generalist, or not the generalist, excuse me. You're not going to see me trading with numbers like that with the gunsmith or the doctor. Most of our bread and butter when it comes to the bartering is from weapons that we have recovered from either the dead or the various places we go, special crates and whatnot. Those are our primary source of income at present. Now we could stop here for a minute, just to see, and cast a line. This is a little dangerous, but I did promise us some fishing today. I'm gonna slowly tease our reel like so. And this simulates, or stimulates, movement of our jig, which in turn makes the fish want to bite it. At least in theory, that's how it's supposed to work. Alright, nothing thus far. We might have to just kind of leave it. I suppose we could do that for a moment. I know that this is not the most opportune time to be fishing. Early morning is the best time to fish. And we've got several hours till we're in the early morning time. This is a great time this is late at night is a good time to catch bottom feeders, catfish and whatnot. I used to be really partial to catfish. I used to like catfish quite a lot, especially like a fried catfish fillet covered in cornmeal. But nowadays, the older I've gotten, I really struggle to eat it. There's just something about the idea of catfish that doesn't sit well with me anymore. I eat a lot of perch, cooked the same way, like a perch fry. It's absolutely fantastic. But something about catfish, man, in recent years, I think if I ordered it somewhere, I don't think it would bother me so much as like me cooking it and preparing it myself. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's catfish. I mean, it's a bottom feeder. Is what it is. Right. I do eat a lot of fish. I like, particularly, right now I've been eating a lot of cod and a lot of tilapia, a lot of whitefish recently. I stay away from salmon, even though I like salmon, because it's super calorically dense, and I have to, the way I eat, I have to, manage my calories, and I can get a lot better protein and a lot better macros in general from fish other than salmon. It's kind of become like a treat, I don't eat a lot of raw fish anymore either. I used to be a sushi fanatic. I used to be a fiend for sushi. Now, when I eat sushi, I only eat unagi. I don't eat a whole lot of sashimi anymore. Okay. Pretty good. Let's see if we can't find either a gymnasium key or something fun while we're here. I'm going to take these cigarettes, actually. Our mental health is failing. It's down to 78, which isn't the worst thing, but it's definitely not the best. What was he carrying? Makarov. It's funny, sometimes the pistols or the guns in general you avoid in game, you would love to have in your waking life, and I feel that way strongly about the Makarov. I tend to avoid it because it doesn't quite pack a punch. It requires me to really be more accurate than anything and put shots in the head. If I want a quick kill, but I would love to have an original Makarov. Very good. A whole lot of goodies that we can trade quickly here. A whole bunch of goodies. Very good. All right, let's go rob him blind. Let's see if there's anything we can get.
Taasko sattuu ja kirvelee?
We can get another locker. Theoretically, we could. if we wish. Yeah, theoretically only, though. That's it's a whole hell of a lot of money for that locker. We could take both of these cabinets if we sell him the cigarettes. I'm not mad at it. 2 bandages in the cabinets.
Ja homma toimii kuin junavessa.
It's a fair deal if I've ever seen one. I'm still looking for your saline, dude. So I can make Killju. I am still waiting. Patient report we can't get until we break into the gym. I guess it's not breaking in if you have the key, but you know what I mean. Someone on this fucking map has it. Someone has that fucking key. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna hunt it down. Alright. It is sad here. It is quite sad indeed. Now, I'm going to put the nomad bed down here. And the reason being is we're living luxuriously. We're living absolutely luxuriously in our other shelter. I would hate to switch it up. All right. Ooh, yeah. Very good. I'm actually going to rest here, I think. Just for the night. Is there anything we need? All this is still... We're still working on this quest line, too. I have nothing here. I'm going to have a bite to eat, and then we're going to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. Yes, the dinner of champions. Several juice boxes and a tin of meatballs. Oh, we slept like the dead, too. Look at us, waking up at 09. Slept like the fucking dead. God, I had a really long day the other day. I think I talked about it in the recording. We were going on like 21 hours, no sleep, which isn't, it's not that much in the grand scheme of things, but when you, I haven't been doing that at all, as a matter of fact. I've got a pretty, not strict, but I've got a pretty regimented bedtime. Just for general wellness, you know. I don't know if he went down. I think he did. Did you go down? No, that's... I only sleep so long, is what I was trying to say. I don't have a regimented bedtime. I only sleep so long. And I'm realizing now that we picked up this pillow that we don't really need. And it was definitely, the lack of sleep was definitely getting to me. And I felt the full effects of that. I slept until 6 p.m. The following day of my pseudo all-nighter. I was so unbelievably exhausted. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up those battery cables. We can take those home, back to the shelter, and use them. Holy shit! Okay, game. The coffee filter we're going to need as soon as we find a coffee machine, because I would like to make at least 1 cup of coffee. I feel like it would be disingenuous, for as much as I like coffee, to not do at least one. There's a shotgun on the ground. There's some gloves. Just walking over all this shit like it doesn't exist. Okie dokie. Let us see. What else lies in here? I really want that gym key, man. I would love that gym key. I have no idea where it spawns outside of on the corpses and in the lockers. The chances it's never zero for stuff like that to spawn like on top of a desk or something. I don't tend to clear every single classroom, but perhaps I should. See a book on the ground here, some tomats. Forgive me for the sniffles. I think I'm getting sick. I can't tell if I'm getting if my seasonal allergies are really kicking off, or if I'm getting if I'm picking up some type of crud. I don't know, frankly. The board game on the ground, that's a pretty lucky find in my opinion. What do we have around here? I'm dying for this oil filter to show up. I've never found the oil filter. That would complete another quest. Unfortunately, it may be a Vostok exclusive. I don't know if I don't think we can search vehicle. We can't search vehicles. I would have known this, right? I hope I would have known that. Alright, well, no luck once more. Here at the school. Oh shit. Okay, you know what? If they wanna fucking get busy. Okay. 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 Breathe. Easy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Everything is so fucking cool. Everyone good? Everyone good? Am I good? How's my heart rate? Holy shit. Okay, so you can 100% get into it with the boss more than once. And frag grenades, you gotta wait until they you gotta wait for them to jump out. You can hear there's an audio cue when the doors open. Okay. Well. The Big Punisher again. I was not expecting you again. I was definitely not expecting you again. You see the round struck him right in the fucking chin. Jesus Christ. Ah! Wow. Okay. Well, that makes it all worth it, doesn't it? That makes it all worth it indeed. We can... Hold on. Let's get rid of some shit we don't need. Take all of this. Nice. Get rid of this AK for the KP. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, that was that was definitely unexpected, but that gives us newfound purpose and a mission moving forward. And that mission is going to be to hit the cellar and see what goodies lie in there. I've never been inside the cellar, and I was actually wondering where the fuck we find the key to it. It is good to know. It is good to know that the bosses have rotating loot and also legendary loot on their person, as they should, as they should. So let's go pay how you say Huva Ustava. I don't know how to say hour in Finnish yet. I'm working on it. But let's go pay our good friend a visit. We actually did not take any damage. He just shot us right in the stuff. I'm gonna utilize our bandage and these painkillers. Get our health back up. Phew. That was an unexpected turn of events. We don't have to engage the enemies that we encounter. We could, if they get out, it is in our best interest to either be, like when we know that they're going to stop like that, it is in our best interest to either dip as quickly as possible, create separation, and not just like the separation we talk about, like distance separation. Oh, for fuck's sakes, of course it would be here. Yes, I would love that, actually. Huh. How much do you sell for? 140? 450, okay. It is only valuable because we attach value to it. So I'm going to leave the board game behind. What was I talking about? It was something important, no doubt. I genuinely don't remember. Oh, yes, if they if the van has the sirens on and it's coming for us, we need to hop out. Or we know they're going to hop out. We need to either dig into a hard point and put those accurate shots on target. Preferably kill him with a frag, starting with a Punisher, because he is our most dangerous adversary. He is accurate, and that KP-31 is no joke. No fucking joke. Now, on the contrary, if we don't choose to engage him, we can run. But in order to do that, we cannot have any open ground in between the two of us. Like, even a tunnel like this, we would have to... there can be no dead space between us. We have to have hard cover in between us. Because you saw his goons pursuing us. And they sure were. Alright. What do you have for me? Yes. So many good things. So many good things. Okay. Have every optic in the game here. 308, that's a 223 variant. Okay, I'll take the 308. And we can, I mean, the world is our oyster here. We can really get whatever we want, but we don't really need much of this stuff.
Nykynuoriso on just
Take a hybrid suppressor.
piiput hiekassa ja rihlat pilalla.
Both the
Ennen
grenades.
näistä vehkeistä osattiin sentään pitää huolta.
You do that? You make that deal? How about I give you the cigars, all the war chocolate, and the Suomi. I don't want the Suomi or the KP-31. And a bandage and a can of tomatoes. How about that? And then I'll take the rest.
Noilla nyt yhden kovapanosvaiheen suorittaa.
Perfect. You have all sorts of stuff. You got all these goodies. Still on the lookout for one of these mess kits. I did find one from a seller that I cannot guarantee is a reputable seller. I'm not even going to mention them just in case. But I did find one, and it's a West German kit. They're all relatively similar, the three-piece kits like that. Whereas the United States canteen kit was discontinued following Korea, I think. Perhaps, I think it was following Korea. The mess kit was discontinued for sanitary reasons. And as a result, we only get a canteen cup, like modern infantry. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to Vostok. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at Vostok, unfortunately. But we can definitely come in here a little bit and do some organizing, some rearranging. And as much as I want to continue to play our electro folk stuff, let's put the OST in because I know it's not copyright. I don't want us to get in trouble. So we could start from the beginning, which isn't a bad call, or we could pick one. And if I had to pick one right now, I would pick either Rain or Lost or Road. I think I'm going to start with Rain. Okay, so that was nice. That was really haunting. Let's try something else. Let's do Road. That one was really nice as well. That had a bit of a again, it's haunting, but it had like an inquisitive quality to it. And I know it's kind of difficult to say that about music, but I feel like OSTs and ambient music in general, they capture feelings more than they capture you know, I don't know, like a word can capture a scene really well, but it, a picture says 1,000 words, right? I feel like sometimes the sound, the lack of words in presentation, especially with music, is what gives it so much oomph, gives it so much gumption, gives it so much power to move the individual. Music's really important to me, and I listen to music constantly, and it's a really emotional thing for me. I love all music. I've talked about this before. I like indie, but primarily, but I like all music. There's not a genre that I don't dabble in at some point. And one thing I like to do, especially if I'm working out or doing mundane tasks, is to listen to ambient music, and it's, I don't know, it's like the lack of words, the pulse of the music itself essentially is it's powerful, and I don't know how to describe it any better. It's just how it feels. That it's like the music is alive, right? So let's listen to Trailer. Well, that was beautiful. That was really nice too. That had it had an ominous tone to it. If I had to attach an emotion to it. I like that too, but I do want to pause. What do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? Oh, wait, we still have stuff to drop. Here we go. Gotta put our, who could forget, our chair. Now this, we gotta back it up. There we go. Just a little bit. And then we can put all of these cabinets down. What if we could put it underneath? Almost. We can almost do that, but that is not going to work, unfortunately. We'll have to find a new home for these. It seems. A new home for them indeed. That's not too bad. It's not the worst. It could be better. Could be better. But sometimes you just gotta take what you're given. And not fight the placement too hard. I like having the openness on... Like, I like to be walled in, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to moving through here, maybe we could put one here. Yeah, we definitely could put one right here. Like so. Yeah, that's not the worst thing. And it's also split right down the middle. But I'm liking this so far. It's really coming together. It's really coming together. We've got quite the abode here. Quite the abode. I'd love to put this somewhere too. I just don't know where. I'll put that there for now, so it's even. Even though it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to have them like that, that's just where they're going for now. Let's get out of here. We're killing our battery. That's what that's the real kicker in Road to Vostok is you have to worry about your cassette player, your cassette player running out of batteries. I'm going to set this M50 on its side lest I lose my marbles because of the realism. There we go. There's no way that's sitting up. I have this 1911 over here. Hold on. I want it on my right side, preferably. Yeah, that's very good. We're still waiting for the other one so we can cosplay as Agent 47. We got our weapon station here, which is looking really cool. Really cool. Looks like we're doing a lot of modification. Again, Auntie, I'm waiting for that, vice. That armorer's vice. That's gonna be pretty badass. As if it's not already. It's the greatest game ever created right here. Road to Vostok. 2026. Gang, if you're not here, you're missing out. You're missing out. This is, quite honestly, as good as it gets. As good as it gets. Seldom do you find someone who is both passionate and talented at the same time, that is just, you know, determined to make something great. And
Jahas, kaikkien ruosteisten piippujen sankari on palannut.
And that is our friend Auntie, most definitely. Is there anything we could trade? You drive a hard bargain, dude. You drive a hard bargain. We can get one grenade. No, we can't even get a grenade. We can get the war chocolate, 308. I'm about to get the 308 because they're so fucking rare. I'd love to have a P3, but then we need the magazine, and he seldom sells the magazine. So, how much does this go for? Yeah, 10k, okay. Let's do this.
kyllähän näillä alkuun pääsee.
All right, we have a big hike ahead of us. We actually need to eat before we step off. Make sure we're up to snuff, and we got a big hike coming up. We got to go to the cellar. Our first time ever entering the cellar. I bet there's going to be some good loot there. I wonder if we may find some Killdew down there. Just from the... Not to say that I believe that people who illegally produce alcohol are criminals by any stretch of the imagination, but judging by the way this Punisher character conducts themselves and the crew they hang around with, I think it's safe to say that they are members of the criminal element. I mean, it's explicitly stated in their description. And what would they be doing in a lawless exclusion zone? Trying to make money, of course. That's all bandits can ever get their small fucking heads around, is the idea of monetary gain. That, you know, I've talked about it before. I'm writing a book, and it takes place in an exclusion zone, much similar to just like Stalker or Vostok. Takes place in an exclusion zone, and there is a scene where the main character, who goes by Wendy, is describing... Holy shit. Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw the backpacks on those guys, and I thought there was a fucking... thought there was a kill team coming after me. Some type of special operations. God damn, okay. Well, it was not. It was just bandits. 2 bandits with backpacks. Anyways, but the main character is talking about the bandits and how they're, you know, they're just hungry dogs, essentially, that have no constraints, no form of rule. They're a totally decentralized organization, and they can't establish order long enough with one leader in particular because of rampant infighting. So they're constantly just fucking killing each other, and they can hardly establish a permanent base, so to say, or a headquarters like some of the other groups have, because they're so fucking disorganized. We did find this awesome AK-12. We're going to take that with us. Dropped like a sack of potatoes. All right, let's get across the fuck me. Is there another dude? Yep, sure as hell. I think we killed him. All right, let's get across. You have to forgive me for running like a crazy person there. I was scratching my eyeball and running at the same time. Is this where we can find an oil filter, perhaps? Because this... I've never even checked the tractor. Oh man, I'd be so pissed if it were just sticking out of the side right there. Not really. I wouldn't be pissed. I would be, I would have a big chuckle. I feel like sometimes I have a... Not always. Sometimes I have a difficulty, like, really monitoring my tone, my inflections, and I come off as, like, too even, you know? Or, like, upset. I'm really not. I'm a really, really happy person. And, I'm just kind of flat sometimes, you know? Especially in my vocal patterns. It's just just how I am. I don't want you guys to think I'm ever truly in a bad mood. Now, during the Evil Within playthrough, I was furious. Oh man, I don't know why I had so much difficulty playing that. I think I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to really do well and whatnot. And I think that's just from what I'm gathering, that's kind of a canon event for everyone who starts YouTube, is to be overtly and overly harsh on oneself, especially in the early days. And then you just kind of come into your own after a while, after doing it. Much like anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And regardless of if you have a knack for it at the start or you don't, you do absolutely get better by through doing. And the same is true for most things in life. Alright, I'm going to turn the jets on and get us on over to the village. What do you think is going to be inside the cellar? I am anxiously awaiting. I am anxious to see what is down there and if it's worth it, because the Big Bad Punisher is, he's definitely a threat. I mean, he's not to be taken lightly. We need to put all of our focus into fighting him when he is present. So what could possibly be worth him carrying it? He is the only boss that exists right now. I do like, after the last part, I am going to make it a point to kind of scan the horizon prior to us moving in, just to see if we can see any fires that denote helicopter crashes, because those are awesome. Not only for lore's sake and for immersion's sake. Ooh, okay, this seems like a fucking trap. Yeah, just go into the root cellar. Yeah, I don't trust you for a second. Okay. Ah, it's quite literally just a root cellar. Okay. Well, let's switch over to the Narva and just leave it on. Some juice, canned meatballs, jeans. We don't need. I suppose we could wear jeans if we wished. Saline. Thank God, that's the last one. Holy shit! Can you believe it? I'm literally jumping with joy. Look at me. Cooking book, Kukaro. Nothing in either one of the military crates, so I'm going to take a little breather. And then I'm going to open this. Fingers crossed. Ah, very good. Found a tactical map. And some decent pieces. Nothing particularly crazy, but we can definitely make good use of the trade. And we did find our final saline, so all in all, I gotta admit, I am happy. I am happy with that result. Let's go see if we can't haggle a little bit. Let's see if our Ustava generalist has some wares for us, some goods. Ustava is how you say friend in Finnish, as far as I know. Hello.
Kuinka sitä voidaan oikein auttaa?
Yes, I will have the carpet, please. The couch, perhaps. Damn, you drive a hard bargain, dude, for the couch. That's crazy. I guess we could take it out of the classroom. We don't really need it there. Do I need any of this stuff, really? I definitely want the rug. That is non-negotiable. That's coming with us. I guess I could load up on stuff. Alright, well that'll do.
Hyvät kaupat tehtiin.
And another. Generalist. Okay, how about I trade you back some stuff?
Tiedätkö, aina ei vaan jaksais.
God bless, the 545 goes for a terrible amount of money.
Kiitos.
Alright, Kitos to you too. Alright, let's skedaddle on out of here and check our corners. Let's actually do this first before we do anything else. Get rid of the Narva. I only like the Narva so I can run it for extended periods of time, like when we're checking apartments in Vostok, so you guys can see. Or checking the cellar, for example. But outside of that, it's not really worth it. So, as of now, we have seen every hidden area that Vostok has to offer. Not on the same playthrough, but we have seen. No, we haven't. We have not seen the attic yet because we have never found Killju. Or never made it either. We are about to get the equipment. So today we're moonshining. Well, I guess Killju's not quite a shine. Killju's a wine, like a fortified wine, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. You know, gun to my head, I would call it a wine right now. But does that mean I am correct? No, it does not. Oh shit! See that guy? Nice. I like to get the jump on these guys and eliminate them before they have a chance to react to us, because you know, if you can kill before the enemy looks at you, before they have any idea of your presence, before they can, shit goes wrong at the second that you are exposed. You know, as soon as your presence is made known to the enemy, shit can start going wrong. Shit can go wrong prior too, but it's good for us to fire the first shot accurately and kill the enemy, rather than having to get into bang outs. Now there are some forced instances. Punisher is the only one I can really think of, or perhaps some of these ambushes that we found ourselves in, like the military creeping up on us in the Vostok apartments. That was horrific. But I don't need to be checking shit. I got everything. Got everything we need. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, I'm going to take this bucket, and I am going to look around, because I feel like having that other key in our inventory may have been good luck to spawn the other one. Even though we have used it. Perhaps it put good juju in the air. I am aware of our hydration dropping. I'll take care of that upstairs. Unfortunately for us, we have a run ahead of us, gang. We have to go to the bunker. To get the stuff. What am I doing? Hold on. We don't need to be doing this. Get upstairs. I do want to check the lockers since we're here. But we will not be checking every little detail. I know that's probably terribly unfun to watch. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's therapeutic. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like watching me loot? Okie dokie. All sorts of nothing. I'm gonna sit in here with him and have a bite to eat and drink. Have some meatballs.
Sinulla sattuisi niitä hyviä liköörikoneita.
We still haven't got a mother effing airdrop yet, and I would love for one of those to show up at some point. That would be stupendous. All right, we're gonna take the bucket. I'm gonna bring
Onkos meillä kipuja taas?
I'm gonna bring you some goodies, my friend. Then we can start utilizing the bottles of water we have for energy drinks, which we can take on the road as a essentially a cure-all. Still waiting on that harmonica, dude. I've yet to find one. Oh, I did the Dexter spin. All right, quit searching stuff. Turn the jets on and run. A door did just open. These are closed. I think he's outside, gang. Okie dokie. Quite frankly, that's none of my business. So if he doesn't show his head, if we have an open opportunity to run from the threat, we don't have to engage them, and they're not blocking our way, and they're not most likely going to notice us in the next few seconds. We can just leave. We don't have to kill everybody. It's like a Resident Evil, you know? Sometimes it's advantageous to stay and fight. Most of the time you can just run. And this is how we further the lore of John Vostok, the Vostok cryptid. Alright. A fly buzzing in my ear. Probably because of the amount of horse manure present here. Well, previously present. The horses aren't making manure anymore. They've become the manure themselves at this point. Man, I would... Oh, shit. I see you. Got a suppressor on him. How cool. How cool is that? Unfortunately... No, not unfortunately, necessarily. We could take this home with us, this AK-12, switch it out for the one that we have sitting down, which I don't remember if it's at a good level or not. But we could switch it over and have a nigh perfect version. I think the best one we have at home is 90, which is really good. It's really good. Anything above, 60 is definitely definitely all right. 50 to 70 is like the kind of the mediocre range. I would not trust my life to a firearm maintained below 50% unless it is in the opening stretch of one of these runs. Otherwise, do what thou will shall be the whole of the law. Oh, Jesus, I went underwater there for a second. I know scuba gear is going to be coming soon, which is really cool to think about. I can't wait to do some SEAL shit. Get my combat diver specialist badge out. Ooh. It's actually it is a legitimate army skill badge that can be worn as a combat diver. It's pretty rare. And hello, What do you have? Oh, yes, yes, yes. You have an ACOG, I see. I see. And level 3 plates. Man. Well. Can I interest you in my wares? Yes? Maybe an ACOG for me, perhaps? I like how he keeps the Car 21 on deck. It's good to know if we ever need it, we can just come here and get it. How about some painkillers for you? Painkillers and cold meds? Would you throw in a plate for that? How about for some ammo? Yeah, you would do that. Okay, how about... Ah, damn. Okay, how about that? Now, if we want the... Alright. If we want the ACOG, we're gonna have to do a little better. A little better with our offers. Ooh. Way zoomed in. Gang, I'm not gonna lie, I am absolutely, positively exhausted. I am so unbelievably tired. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. Look at all these plates we have. Nice. 7 additional plates is very good. Now let's find, where is that gosh darn AK? It's over here, isn't it? Yes, there it is. Ah! So we could go ahead and get rid of this guy if we wish. Or we could hold on to it and get rid of something else if we wished. How about this M4? So, I mean, I'm kind of partial to the AK this playthrough, and it's in good shape. I just don't feel good about getting rid of things in perfect shape. I mean, this M4, we have one perfect M4 and two cousins of it that we haven't even touched. We could hold on to it. What are we doing? What should we do? I don't know. Part of me just doesn't want to trade anything. I kind of like what we have, you know. It kind of feels weird to try to get rid of it, you know. Does that make sense, or do I sound loony? We should probably switch up our weapon system, though. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do that. So this is gonna go. We're gonna go sell this, I think. What do you guys want to see? We haven't used the K416 yet, the HK platform. We haven't used an M4 yet. I kind of want to take the K416 out, or the car. You know what? Let's do it. Let's take the car out. Oh, it's in bad shape. Okay. We could use a repair kit. We could, or we could save it. Let's save it for now. No. Yes. Okay. Trying not to be terribly indecisive. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Indecisive. There we go. That's much better. Alright, let's throw the voodoo on there and the hybrid. Throw all this up in there. We need some goodies. Some M4 magazines. Stanek magazines. And as much 223 as we can carry. Go ahead and pack up some mags. All right, and this will be our killer. Nice. All right, let's put put all this stuff up here. And where did I put our salines? In here, right? Yes. Okay, so 2 salines for the Killdew. We need the water to take with us. We need 3 bottles of water. Very good. And this will be perfect. All right. Well, I am satisfied with that. How's this look? Ah, yeah, that's pretty nasty. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. How does this look? In the light, please. Oh, wow. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Both sides. Check it out. Check it out. Nice. Hell yeah, we're getting our CAG on today. John Vostok. CAG professional. Let's go knock this out. All right, here we're actually gonna run back in. What time is it? No, we're not.
Tuossa reitä pyssykkejä. Kyllähän multa niitä löytyy.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. All right, you stay right there, dude. Okay, this is where we get serious. This is where we get real serious. We want that weapons display. We've never had one. I would really like to have it. So, who's in... You're in questionable shape, right? Yes, you are. Okay. No, not place. God bless it. Okay. Let's go try. Let's go try for a big trade deal. If we can get that, I will be so fucking ecstatic. This is a big deal though.
Kuulaa vailla.
Oh, and we I keep forgetting. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, okay. Okay. You, Gunsmith, are a funny guy. You're a funny guy. Alright. Well.
Muista.
This is what we're going to do instead. We're going to run... let's make sure... Hold on, let's make sure we know how to make Killdew, because I don't trust it. Killdew, sugar, yeast, bucket, water lock. We have some of those items. We can actually maybe force the weapons display to come back to us. God, I'm an idiot. I know I left some yeast here, too. At least there's one yeast somewhere. Do you see it? I see the sugar. Where is our yeast? Okay, I don't think it's there. There's the mustard. Alright. There is a yeast somewhere. And if not, then it's... You know where I think it is? I think it is in the classroom. I'm almost 100% certain it's in the classroom. So that's where we're going to go. Alright, gang. Oh, hold on. One more attempt at the gunsmith.
Täällä ei sitten mitkään kuulapyssy ampuu sit notku.
No, unfortunately for us, we do not have that luck. That's okay. Yeah, we're I'm stepping off here at night. I've definitely got our bread and butter style rifle. Now this is a shorter barrel than what I would consider my bread and butter setup, but 5.56 platform suppressed with an LPVO. I am in heaven. I am in heaven indeed. Oh, and it looks good too. Look at this. Could long bomb this guy, maybe? No. Do we see an IFAC? I am going to check our usual spots here and see if we can see anything. Sometimes you just get goodies, and there's no reason to let them go to waste. Sometimes you get nothing, and that is more often than not the result. Keeps me coming back, though. Keeps me coming back. Like you wouldn't believe. I don't know when I talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it again. I don't know when I last talked about this, I should say. Vostok and Auntie teamed up at some point. Auntie being the solo dev of Road to Vostok. If you didn't know, now you know. And they put out a supporter patch, and I... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got your fucking number, Punisher. They put out a supporter patch, and I am, unfortunately, I don't know what type of fucking rock I was living under, but I totally missed it. And, I do regret that. They don't have their sirens on. Okay, my apologies. I figured that, you know, it wouldn't matter. They have to have their sirens on for us to encounter them. If any of you have a Road to Vostok supporter patch that you're not terribly connected to. I don't know what the original price was, but I will pay you double. I will pay you double for one. The Big Dipper, once again. Since we were walking upright, we have been staring up at the sky. And even though our questions have changed over the years, I don't think our whimsy or wonder has. I can't think of a single more marvelous thing that we take for granted as much as the night sky. Not to say that everyone takes it for granted. I don't think that's true at all. But it's just, you know, it's ever present. Oh, hello. Okie dokie then. Alright, moving up the stairs. Okie dokie. I'm gonna throw this on full. Close that and take off. Sprint! Oh wait, hold on. Let's go ahead and grab the yeast sitting here, so we can make it as soon as we get it. There it is. I knew I said it there. I knew I did. All right. No. Fingers crossed for the gymnasium key. Fingers crossed indeed. I guess we could just pop in and out of the classroom spawn and, you know, hope to get lucky, but that sounds awful. That also sounds like a good way to die. Alright, hello. Hello, doctor. What have you for me? What have you? Pop, pop, pop. Oh, you are just the bee's knees, my friend. Hypovolemia. You are just the bee's knees. Well, after long last, we can create Killju. You know, like the fermentation bubbles? It's pretty damn cool. See, now, with this right here, this Killju, we could be best friends with the bandits, the Punisher even. I'm sure we could put a big smile on his face with a little bit of Killju. Problem is, I'm actually going to drop this. No. Oh, well, hold on to the bucket. Problem with the Killju is that I'm just now realizing, how the fuck are we going to get more water for this? How much does this sell for, actually? Oh my god, €1,000. Hydration, energy, and mental health through the roof as a result of consuming this. But it takes 3 bottles of water, which you might as well tell me to find fucking 2 unicorn horns out in the wild. This shit is water, specifically. Water is so gosh darn hard to come by, unless you get lucky with the airdrops, and I just don't. Not this go around, at least. We did the first round of Vostok. John Vostok has yet to see an airdrop. Nary an airdrop. There's a rifle on the ground. I think that's a RK-62. Alright, I gotta stop fucking around. We gotta go. I guess we could... So today, I'm, in Finnish, I'm learning, good shooting. I'm learning how to talk about, animals. I'm learning how to discuss animals, and, the only two I've learned parakeet. Duolingo is a bizarre app. They, okay, I did hear footsteps. I was like, am I going fucking nuts? No, I'm not. Yeah, so in Finnish, parakeet or Duolingo is a funky app first and foremost. The way you say parakeet in Finnish, I really don't know. It's Lunda Paratki or something like that. Lun Parakti, Lundaradi. I do not remember actually. And then dog is Kira, I think. And you say cute. Cute is sopo, or like adorable. SOPO. It's not sopa. Anyways, it's that's what we're doing today. I have already forgotten, but I did not do a full lesson. I only did a little tidbit. It's a little early in the day. I normally like to save my Duolingo doing for late at night. It's now 10 o'clock. All right. Well, we have stayed out so long that the sun has come up, which is good for us. We're about to unlock the final hideout that is available to us at present. And that is the attic. I am so thrilled. Unbelievably thrilled to get up in there. Ooh, batteries. That's a lucky find to be on the ground. At least I feel like it is. Toolbox. Oil filter? No? I'd really like if they gave me an oil filter. I would. I've got so much shit in my inventory, I kind of forgot that we're carrying around all this gear in the event we find, or in the event that the weapons display becomes available again. I can't believe we forced it to respawn. We could have gone and hoarded bandit weapons. Oh, to hell with it, I say. To hell with it. Ah, very good, though. Alright, pal, let's see. We are here. We are here for one reason, and one reason only. Actually, can we take one of these? How much? 300? Are you serious? Oh, dude, I'll give you... Yeah, you can take the excess for sure. Alright, how about this? Killed you for you?
Katoan. Sait sen tehtyä.
Nice, we got the attic key. Just like that. Where do I find a fucking oil filter? Okay. Unbelievable. We're down to the last generalist quest and we only have a 10% tax with this guy. That's unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. Wow. I do feel lucky. That is for certain. It's been a it's been a long, hard road to get here. We've been fighting tooth and nail. I'm gonna go check the tents before we run up in the attic, but fear not, we're going. We're going to check them out. I should have brought our fishing rod with us. All right. I wonder if there's gonna be furniture up there already or anything. I have never ever stepped foot in this attic. Not in the demo, not in any other playthrough. I've never actually seen the inside of it. Aside from passively watching Auntie go over one of the official Road to Vostok videos was going over the loot placement system, and it took place in the attic, but I didn't get a good look at it. It was off to the side. So wow, here we are. Look at the eyes up there watching us. Oh wow, holy shit, this place is spacious. Jesus Christ, dude. This is definitely different than I thought it was. I guess the version I saw was really, really decked out. Wow. It is very spacious up here for sure. This runs the entire length of the building too. Huh. Alright. Well. It's a cool place for sure. Can't say I'm going to stay here often, but we could definitely have a second OP here. I'm gonna put this bucket down. Make it a little homey in here. Actually, I'm gonna take the rag with me. set this up. Give it that personal touch, you know. Quite literally just personally touch the items. All right. The legendary water lock. Only worth 150, but almost impossible to find. Okay, well, hey. All shelters unlocked. That feels pretty good, I must admit. That does feel pretty good. So, I think what we're going to do... Me think we do a village run-through. Clean house. And see if we can't find... what else do we need? We need an IFAC. We actually don't need a village run, do we? Yeah, we really don't. Holy shit. What are we gonna be doing coming up? We're gonna have to spend all of our time in Vostok to get a real thrill, you know? Lord have mercy. I guess we could just start fishing. Oh. I didn't know the mailboxes were something we could interact with. I've been entirely missing a loot container. Let me check my fire selector switch. Okay. Just making sure. Okie dokie. You're a bandit over here to the right, I believe. Could be in the wood line. Oh, shit. Alright, we actually returned fire pretty accurately. Alright, I'm gonna get into cover here. Put our arms down for a second, and then back up. Oh, shit. Okay, I have no idea what I just did in order to get that bizarre screen to come up, but I definitely got something to come up. I wonder if in future versions of Road to Vostok, if we're going to get a more detailed, like, medical system. Not saying it needs it, but, like, if we shoot a bandit and wound him, I wonder if he can die as a result of his injuries versus, versus us having to continue firing on him. I am going to throw this on full again. We are running low. I'm actually going to reload here in a moment. We'll pack a mag eventually. I can't not pick up a mess kit. Alright, well, we'll take this on the road. Let's get out of here. Fighter jets. Oh, shit. Well, you're gonna have to shoot me if you can. Shoot me if you can, motherfucker. Okie dokie. Vertical foregrip. Is it coming? Is that a planned attachment for our weapon systems? I wonder. Okay, gang, we're back here at the school. Once more. Again, our dear bird friends flying overhead, just out of sight, just out of sight. Perhaps beyond the clouds. No. There are no space birds here. I am going to ignore the school entirely and make my way directly to the outpost. And then we're going to sign off there, I do believe. And I'll have to bid you adieu until next time I see you, which will be the following day, wherever you are. We post every day. We don't take breaks here. We're full throttle, constant. There's no, you don't have to wait for the adventures of John. You don't have to wait for the adventures of John Vostok, everyone's favorite anti-hero. You know, when Observer Monk has a new hyperfixation that you can count on. You can count on beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh my God, water is incredible. Jesus Christ, we just got another round of Killju. Just by doing that. Where's this oil filter? You know when Observer Monk has a hyperfixation that you can count on content coming out. You can count on content coming out without a hyperfixation. I just really like Vostok. You don't have to worry about when the next video is coming. You just know. It's just a day behind, or just a day away, not behind. I've never been behind once. Well, actually, I had since we started. I took one brief break. It was Thanksgiving last year, because I had forgot to record ahead of time. Now I've got myself questioning whether or not there's an oil filter that spawns here. That just seems like something that could happen. And I need to be more attentive of that. There's so many downed vehicles. You'd think that, we'd find an oil filter somewhere. Perhaps we're not looking in the right place, which is always an option. I am gonna run the line like we do, and look for those God blessed IFACs, because I know they like to spawn here. And then I'm gonna say sayonara for now. I thought I saw one. I'm hallucinating. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Help me. Help me, please. We'll stop by the gunsmith and then say goodbye. And in the next part, we go straight to Vostok. No stops. No holds barred. We got to, we got to eat something. We're dehydrated. Lord have mercy. John Vostok, the thirstiest man alive. Okie dokie. Woo. I still think it's funny how quickly we move when I tilt us using our combat lean. Like, I feel like I'm moving at Mach 5 when I tilt and am sprinting. I don't see any fires out here either. You don't see a downed helicopter, do you? Well, perhaps next time. I surely liked finding that helicopter at night right here in this field. That was so fucking cool. I really enjoyed that. Like, really, really enjoyed it. Keep my head above water. Alright. Moving back to our beautiful bunker. Carved out of stone in the side of a mountain. It is nothing more than a storage shed to our friend here, the gunsmith. But to me, it's a home. Look at this. Ah, now this is some lore. I can't read though, but I can definitely tell that it's a historical marking, and danger. Probably almost guaranteed danger. Or warning. Ah, yes. What do you have for me? Man, you have good stuff today. Oh, man. He almost has... I want that display so bad, but he's got tons of plates. He's got plates and a weapon repair kit. I'm kind of inclined to take that. So, how about $7,000 worth of stuff? What do you say? So, we'll keep this
Olikohan
K416.
niitä festarikannuja, tai siis rumpulippaita vielä tulossa? Pari niitä tilailin tuossa viime viikolla.
Do we agree with that? I do want this 1911 too, and the reason being is I want to put the godforsaken suppressor on it. Yeah. Perfect.
Kerta kaikkiaan.
Okay, did we get to... Oh my fucking god, I see what we did. Can we trade that one for one? No, of course we can't. Why would we be able to do that? Why would we be able to make that trade? We wouldn't be. We wouldn't be. Shit. Okay, hold on. How about this trade? Fuck. I messed up. I guess we could... How about this trade? No, that's still about the same. You wanna... What's the suppressor go for with you? How about that?
Perkele.
Okay.
Nyt lähti kyllä halvalla.
Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We don't... God, I know I got rid of a bandage, but... sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. We have a fucking locker full of first aid supplies, and sometimes you just gotta drop one. You gotta let go of one. Oh yes. Yes. Fun things are in the works here. Oh yeah. Blink. This one doesn't have a magazine in it, which is all right. Now, there's no way, as far as I'm concerned, to change the orientation in the way I wish. But what we can do instead is do this. Hold on. Okay, one there, and then this guy here, like so. Oh, yeah. Now that... Oh, shit. It's just so close. You're so close. Just work, please. For the love of God, you gotta work right now, dude. Yeah, look at that. 47, baby. 47. Actually, hold on. Nope. There we go. We got rid of a lot of stuff, but not really that much. Half tempted to use the fixer-upper on him. He's definitely in line to have a fixer-upper used on him. I'm gonna put one of these here, and then I can put these guys here for the immersion's sake. Nice. All right, and I don't want to lose our water lock. I'm gonna put that in here. This is super duper special. And put all this stuff in here. Okie dokie. And gotta run over here quickly. Transfer this stuff over. Pack a mag. Doodly doo. We're doing all the things. Doodly doo. Getting all of it done. Doodly doo. Batteries go in here. Okay, we need 4.6. And that is all. We have a ton of 762x54, which is phenomenal news. Shit's hard to come by. Yeah, shit's hard to come by, so it's definitely important when we find it to hold on to it. Hold on to it dearly. All right, let's get some food for the road for our future self, and well, Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another successful run in Road to Vostok, and I am so glad. I am so glad to get to share these moments with you. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I am. I hope you're enjoying all of our nice, neat, organized behavior. See, this is a good example of messy neat. It's not really messy, is it? Not totally. I wouldn't consider this messy, but I think clutter, if done correctly, can be really good for your eyeballs. I personally am a fan of controlled clutter. Not total like maximalism, but definitely a little bit more clutter than the average bear. I like stuff, you know. I like trinkets. I like tchotchkes. I want my treasures on display, and that doesn't change just because we're playing a game. I would love for our Ave Maria to sit on the wall somewhere. Can I cover? I can. Can I really? No kidding. I can. Holy shit. Now, can we just exit? Yeah, okay. Well, that's kind of dangerous to put that there. I don't know why. Hold on. Can we... Hold on. Ave Maria. Raya Maria, not Ave Maria. Okay, if we put you like that. I mean, yeah, we could do it, but should we do it is the question, right? Like, just because it can be done, should it be done, you know? Shit. Is there anywhere on the wall that you'll go? Will you fit on the cave walls, the bunker walls? You will. Okay, well. Not entirely. Not entirely. God dang it. I was really hoping to put you on display. Really hoping to. Okay. Well, that actually kind of works. Okay, so that'll do. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We have more content on the way as always. There's something for everybody, no doubt. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, games you want me to play, videos you want me to make, things you want me to do within the games that you want me to play, please let me know down below in the comment section. The comment section is the best way to get a hold of me. I read every comment. If you want to play Road to Vostok for yourself, that link will also be in the description. And if you want to kill the Punisher and cosplay as Agent 47, there is an option to do so. I have proven it right here. And remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. And have a good one.